check this guy out. Is he not just looking freaking epic?
What you want? What you want?
Not really sure the best way to film this. So the next step is like, I want to do like teeth on this thing, but not like the other pumpkins where the pumpkin parts. I want to do like teeth that look like they're coming out. But before I can get to that point, we're going to go ahead and paint the inside of the mouth and get the detail painted in there, part of the tongue that's coming out, because once I get these teeth in here, I don't think I'm getting back in there to get that stuff painted. So we're going to paint that first, and then we'll start making some teeth, doing that stuff, and start getting in on some detail. I'm a simple man, don't wanna complicate ya. I'm a simple man, don't wanna complicate ya. Now the mouth is all done, we're gonna make some teeth. Get all these gnarly teeth all over this thing. That way we can start going ahead and sculpting out the rest of the outside of the pumpkin and move on and get this little demon pumpkin turned into something that looks hopefully pretty cool. To do the teeth, all we're going to use, I'm using on this is egg carton clay. I'm just going to make a bunch of teeth, various sizes. Some of them big, some of them small. Not going to be super refined. We'll let them dry out. Once they dry out, they need some sand in there, things like that, to make them look a little sharper or whatever. We can handle all that after they've dried up. So right now, we'll just make some teeth. Don't wanna complicate ya. Complicate ya. I'm a simple man. Don't wanna complicate ya. Complicate ya. And that right there, that doesn't look too bad at all. You know, it's got those little crevices in it. I'm going to leave it. I think it's going to add to the look. But you could sand that on down and get that stuff all the way out of there if you really wanted to. I mean, you could make them as smooth as you wanted. But this thing, none of my teeth are the exact same shape and same size. They're all going to be different. I mean, this thing's a little crazy pumpkin monster demon thing, so whatever. It'll all look pretty decent when it's all done. So I'm going to finish sanding all these teeth out, and we'll get back to actually doing some work on that thing. Those really don't look too bad. They got some pretty decent, you know, cavities, decay going on. They look pretty good. So the next thing I'm going to do is attach these things on to this little demon pumpkin. Let's kind of get them on. I want the legs and the arms of this thing to be to look like they're all these little vines that are kind of wrapped around and entangled with each other, right? They're coming up out of the ground or whatever. They're just intertwined all the way up to create the legs, to create the hands. I started playing around last night with it right after I got done with this stuff, and I kind of like how this is going, right? So I'm just going to continue on, and I think the trick is to really just layer a whole bunch in. Got all that vining done on the arms and legs. Don't look too bad. It'll work for me. Moving on. We're going to get to the pumpkin and start, you know, making it look like something. Or we're going to try to make it look like something. Little cotton ball texture going around on the teeth, getting these jowl lines a little detailed up on here, and get a little, you know, some pumpkin action coming down on there. Not looking too bad. That's really all I'm going to do is just keep adding some cotton balls here and there and shaping out around the eyes and the brow, and we'll bring all that pumpkin together with these cotton balls and let it dry and see if I need to add a little bit more, and just kind of here and there and yonder, and get this thing close to being pretty sweet and finished up. All right, so I got him in his first stages of sealer, which is just a spar urethane that I picked up from Home Depot. But check this guy out. Is he not just looking freaking epic? I mean, holy crap, he's looking awesome. I'm just gonna paint him up real quick. We're gonna use some greens, just some browns, some lighter browns, some yellows, some oranges, some blacks, whatever. Basically, all I'm really going to do with this is I'm going to do a brown wash over all of that to kind of blend that together. And then I'll come in with some lighter browns, and I'm going to basically dry brush all these little viney type of things in here to make them stand out a little bit better. And then I'll go after the pumpkin, painting it up just like I do basically any other pumpkin. Now, before I reveal the way this thing turned out, first of all, this has been a fun project. It's a pretty epic little demon pumpkin that we got going on here. But before we get into any of that, I just want to thank all you guys who support me by watching these videos. And if you'd like to show some love back or to help me out or help the channel out, give this video a like if you like what you see. Actually, hitting that like button does help out quite a bit. Also, if you're interested and you want to learn more or learn really how to do this a little bit more, consider going and joining Patreon. At the secret level, you'll have a video, a much longer video on this pumpkin demon itself that's got quite a bit more detail in it on how I made it and what I did versus this video that's out here for you guys to see on YouTube. So if that interests you and you'd like to see more and learn more, journey off over there and show some love. I'll have a link in the description below. And now let's get back to what you guys want to see, and that's how this pumpkin demon turned out. So I'm totally stoked about how this pumpkin demon turned out. I really dig it, and I'm really thinking I'm going to do some more pumpkin creature demon type things this year to put out in the yard. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and keep making something from nothing.